Honey, there is such a mantle of prophetic intercession coupled with administration of the things of God on your life. And you have what it takes to do all God's put in your heart to do. And there are times where you as well have second-guessed your capacity and your capability. At times, you have had the ability, but you've invited others to do it for fear you would be perceived as trying to do something simply because you're the bishop's daughter. And the Holy Spirit wants you to know you don't have to give away your power. You don't have to give away your power, honey. It's God-given. I know you come from a rich heritage. I also know Papa God says, daughter, I put this in you. Don't despise who I made you to be. Because the insecurities that the enemy has tried to use over the course of your journey have been designed to cause you to only come to a certain level and then stop. And those cycles have come again and again where you hit a ceiling and a plateau and then it feels like you fall back down. But it's because you have believed that you shouldn't be pursuing this. You have thought more highly of yourself. Those are veiled accusations. That's not your personality. That's your enemy. Honey, you are destined for greatness. And the fears that have tried to creep in, particularly in the last 4 years, that no one has known about except maybe Daddy. Those fears are lies. You are not going to repeat the cycles that these fears are telling you. You are not destined to fail. You are destined to win. And this is going to be a season of real liberation for you. If you ever wondered how much your Father in heaven loves you, take a look at those beautiful kids He's given you. And just look at how much you love them. How much more does Papa God love you? How much more? No more giving away your power. You're afraid you're going to be too authoritative. No. You've got enough humility. Nobody's going to get mad at you. Sometimes you got to tell people the truth. You just got to tell them in love, but you got to tell them the truth. Don't be afraid of who God made you to be. And don't be afraid of your gifts. Look at me. You know, if you look at like a little ceramic pot that's like terracotta in color, and then you look at like this Ming vase that's got incredible artistic detail and beautiful handles from the Ming dynasty. Imagine that vase trying to break off its handle and break off its other handle and scrape off all the artwork to look like the other vessel. If God wanted the Ming vase to look like a ceramic vessel, He'd have made it that way. And the enemy has tried to get you to break off these beautiful artistic expressions in the vessel He made you to be. And I just want you to know, you are a beautiful vessel in the kingdom, and it's really, really okay to shine. It's really okay to shine. Sometimes being a preacher's kid can be a tough place to grow up in, because all eyes are on you, and the last thing you want is for people to look at you. You remember what was the movie, the Disney movie with the girl that was raised by her hippie mom. Her dad was a king in England. Was it Princess Diaries? And she ends up going over there and wants to meet her daddy, and she ends up doing the unthinkable. She falls in love with a motorcycle guy that's not even a blue blood. And they're out in the middle of the Thames River by the Millennial Wheel. And he says to her, "You're always trying to fit in when you were made to stand out. Don't try to fit in. You belong. So since you belong, quit trying to fit in and just stand out. You were destined for greatness. Father, I bless your daughter. And I thank you for her. In Jesus' mighty name.